Hello. Hi, hello. Welcome to the stream. If you do not know me, my name's Amy Prokopis, and I am an author. I write books like the young adult science fiction book, The Arena, and the young adult fantasy romance series, Guardians of the Sixth Gate. Book 2 comes out May 30th, and I am currently finishing writing book 3, hopefully. I will be able to finish it tonight, which is the goal of this stream. This is a pop-up live stream. I do scheduled live streams where we do writing sprints every single Sunday. So come join me there. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like this stream if you're joining me. Thank you so much for clicking and joining the fun. So I'm hoping, like I said, I am super hoping to finish the book. I am exactly, let me tell you, because I have the count right here. I am 102,000 words, 688 words in. I repeated that. 102,688 words. There we go. Nearing the finish line. I am maybe like 2-3-ish chapters away from finishing book 3. So we'll see if I can do it tonight. Tonight, we are actually going to go for longer sprints than usual. Usually on Sunday, when we do our sprints, we only go for about 20 minutes at a time. Tonight, I'm going to go 25 because it feels a little better to me. It doesn't feel so rushed. And we will see how we do. I'm planning for 3 sprints, maybe going longer though. It really just depends on where I land, how I'm feeling. Tomorrow is my last day of work with kids anyway. I am a school counselor, if you did not know. So I work in a high school. I'm in charge of freshmen and sophomore students. So I don't have to worry so much about the end of the year because I don't have to worry about graduation planning and all of that. I'm just prepping students for summer school and finishing the year strong. So my week has really tapered off, and tomorrow is the last day of school. So not expecting to need to do a whole lot, at least with students. So it should be pretty low key, a little bit more casual. A lot of students just don't go the last day of school because there's not a lot happening. We don't have any finals scheduled. We've already taken care of them. So tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. So if we have to stay up to do more than 3 sprints to see how far I can get or to get a lot done, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said, I just want to see where I end up. So welcome to those of you who have clicked on this and are watching it. I hope that you are able to get a whole lot done as well. I tend to get a lot done with these writing sprints. They're very helpful to me. So hopefully we can all get a lot done together. So just for fun, I am going to put my word count in the chat just because that may be a little easier for me to track. So I am starting the night. Here we go. Starting the night at 102,688 words. Hopefully, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Hopefully I can finish this draft tonight. Fingers crossed. We're all hoping here, right? Okay, so gonna put that in the chat. That way I also have kind of a track of it, even though I'm putting it here on my sticky note. I like to track my words. Just kind of nice to have it in another place. So I'm gonna stick that here on my, what's this called? In my planner. All right, so I think that I'm going to go ahead and jump into the first sprint. This live stream is a little bit more for me than like the fun of community and broadcasting with you guys. I'm just trying to crank some words out, and I just thought it would be really fun if I was able to finish this draft on a live stream with all of you guys. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have the moment filmed and to like go back and reminisce on it and see what other thoughts come to my mind as I'm writing the ending of this book. So that's mostly why I decided to do this pop-up live stream. Since work has calmed down a lot, I will be working throughout the summer. It's not like I just completely take off the summers. I don't think most people in education are still working in the summer. It just looks very different. But my schedule opens up a lot. So I am hoping to be able to do more pop-up live streams as I write and work on what's next for me, which is reading through this book. I need to read through it, make notes, do my edits. I also need to read through and make my edits for Winter Witches. I'm not even sure if that's the final title for that project, but that is my witchy wintertime romance that's coming out in November-ish. It'll be before Christmas season. I need to edit that. I wrote it last December, so it's already written, but I need to go through, edit it, and start that process. So hopefully, we'll be able to finish up this draft super soon so I can move on to that process. Jessica is here. Hello, Jessica. I didn't know how many of my regulars would be able to jump in with me just because this is Thursday. It's not my normal live stream day, but super fun. I haven't done a pop-up like this in a long time. So I am going to go ahead. We're going to bring up my timer. And if you weren't here, I don't think you were here when I said it, Jessica, I am going to go for a couple longer sprints than normal. Usually I go 20 minutes at a time. Tonight, I'm going to go 25 minutes. And we're going to start by doing 3 sprints is my thought that we'll do 3. And we'll see how I feel, how far I get. And we might go 4 or so. We'll see. But I'm going to start with 3, see where we get, which is hopefully a lot, and move from there. So I have the timer up and running. We're going to start this first sprint with a 25-minute warm-up. And I've already sort of looked through my draft, so I am fairly warmed up. So we're going to start there. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Oh my gosh. How long was that timer going off? I was really zoned in. Holy. Um, whoops. Thanks, Jessica. Did not mean to go that long. Whoops. So, like I said, I was really into the storyline there. I got to 103,272 words. So, got pretty dang far in that sprint. Maybe I need to check the volume on my headphones or adjust my computer volume, maybe, if I didn't hear that. Oops. Sorry, guys. So that puts me at, what did I say I was at? 584 for that sprint. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, how's everybody else feeling? What's everybody working on? Have we even talked much about that? Jessica said she used that sprint to eat dinner. Okay, so it wasn't going off that long. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jessica. I am feeling really good about where this book is going. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to finish the whole thing tonight, but I think I can get to the last scene. Just because it's, well, maybe I can get pretty far. It's only 8:57, at least where I am. Jessica says I'm going to work on draft 1 revisions. As soon as I finish this draft, I'm already dreading just a little. I'm really excited to read it because there are some really, really fun moments in this book. There's so much payoff in the romance, and the plot gets really interesting. There are some new characters in book 3, but I'm dreading having to edit the length of this, seeing as it's very long. So I'm not super excited about that part, but I am excited to finish writing it. Jessica said, I am taking Jessica Brody's Save the Cat class, and the homework is to revise Act 1. Ooh, I've heard of that. I've definitely heard of Save the Cat. I have not actually read Save the Cat. I'm always a little leery to look at too many new outlining and writing methods just because I'm just not ever in a good place to attempt some of the new ones. But Save the Cat's one I definitely want to read eventually. I'm assuming you mean in regards to editing, how large this book is. Yes. Not looking forward to that. Although once I'm in it, I do kind of like the editing process. So I guess there's that. There could be worse things. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the only one I've read, so it's helpful. Especially to hear from the author herself. I do like to see what other authors do. Everybody is doing a lot of the same things, just in slightly different ways, which is fascinating to me. That's my favorite part about writing is, aside from basic grammar and structure, there's really not like a wrong way to go about writing a book. And even then, you can break some of the rules. So writing's super fun. I love it so much. I've always been a storyteller. So it is really fun to see how other people go about writing their books. I do enjoy that. I'm thinking I want a cup of tea, but I don't really want anything that may have caffeine in it. That's what I'm worried about because I don't want to stay up super. Well, it's not that I don't want to stay up late. It's that when I'm ready for bed, I want to be able just to go to sleep. And I'm worried that if I drink anything with caffeine in it, I'm going to be too awake. So I might have to go figure that out in a little bit. Jessica says, there are so many ways to write. You just have to find what works best for you. Yes. And that's definitely trial and error for a lot of people. For me, it was a lot of figuring out a schedule system that works best for me. I I'm pretty regimented anymore about my writing sessions. I write best in the evenings after everything is done for the day. I have a harder time if I have to write at any time during the day if I have to do something later because it's really hard for me to turn that part of my brain off. So, unless I'm going to bed, which is like a hard reset, I have a hard time writing any other time unless I can guarantee I have a solid couple of hours to do it. Otherwise, it's too frustrating to try and switch from writing to a new project. I have to be up at 5 tomorrow. So, ooh, I don't have to be up quite that early. I will be up maybe an hour after you. But yes, tomorrow's a big day. Being the last day of school, it should be relatively calm, but we will see. You never know in my world. Something could walk into the office. I wish I could set myself on a schedule, but I never get off work at the same time, so my evenings are always wonky. I can understand that. Most of the time, I'm able to be home by 5 o'clock. Lately, I have been home later just because there's been lots of little things to wrap up at the end of the day, more than normal, and we've had events. Sometimes we do work in the evenings just because we do things like when parent teacher conference rolls around, that's usually an evening, and other events like that. But usually my evenings are free, and I purposely try clearing most of my Saturdays and Sundays, or at least one or the other, Saturday or Sunday, so that I can use it to write and do all of my author work. I was lucky that earlier today when I got home, I was just sitting around playing with Finn, and I used some of that time while he was doing independent play because he doesn't always like to play with me. While he was playing, I was able to schedule out all of my Instagram and social media posts for next week. So I'm actually in a really good place as far as that kind of stuff goes. That makes a world of difference, being able to schedule all of my marketing stuff out. Because it is, like you said, my schedule, I can guarantee most evenings to write like that and most weekends, but not all of them. We are having a garage sale this weekend. Oh, so we have to get everything set up. Yes. I haven't had a garage sale in a really long time. When I was growing up, that's something that my family did every summer. We would purge the things like clothes that didn't fit anymore, things we didn't use anymore, and would have one every single summer. That was fun. And I used to help my mom work that. I remember that. I like going to garage sales. Probably for the same reason I like going to like thrift stores, and there's a lot of them in my area. They're really fun. I think it's cool to look at the knickknacks, and sometimes you find things that you could definitely tell had some kind of meaning or purpose to the person that owned it before. And I think it's sort of the same kind of storytelling thing I like. You can tell that everything has a backstory, and thinking about or imagining the backstory is the best part. Yes, going is super fun. Having one is a lot of work. That I am sure. I haven't done one in a long time, but I can remember all of the work my mom put into preparing for it. Oh my gosh. So I can only imagine how much you're trying to coordinate. All right. I think we should move into sprint number 2. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. And let's see, what am I starting at? Starting sprint number 2 at 103,272 words. I'm going to include that in the chat just because it's kind of fun to put it there. Alrighty, so timer's up. We're going to do another 25 minutes. I really like the 25-minute sprint. I'm super tempted to make that the same as the Sunday night sprints. So we'll see how much longer it takes us, and maybe that'll become what I use. It's just an extra 5 minutes, but for some reason that length seems better at once. So maybe that's something I'll do Sunday too. Anyway, starting sprint number 2. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. That sprint took me a little bit more time because I needed to gather my thoughts. So I didn't get quite as far. I almost got to another 1,000 words though. Let's see. How did I do? I got to I did do better. I got 707 words. That is quite a bit more than the first sprint. So I guess I did get a little further than I thought. Isn't it funny how that happens? So how about everybody else? All right, Jessica had to leave. All right, I will see you on Sunday, Jessica. I'm glad you could stop by. Whoops, I didn't mean to get that for you. So let's see. For the entire for the whole live stream, I have written 1,291 words so far, which is pretty good. Especially considering we're only 2 sprints in. So we're going to do at least one more. It's 9:32. So we'll see how I feel at the end of the 3rd sprint. I might do one more. I may in the live stream after that point and then just kind of write on my own more casually just to see how much further I can get. We'll see. But going pretty well so far. I am happy with my progress so far tonight, especially considering I didn't plan this live stream, basically. I had no plans to do many videos for this week. The last couple weeks, I've been lucky to have my 3 videos at all. So the fact that I got an extra one in this week is pretty amazing. All right. So I think maybe just for the sake of time, I might go straight into that 3rd sprint. So another 25 minutes. I'm getting a lot done and I'm really into the writing, but I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to feel a little fatigued keeping up the conversation going. What I really should do for these pop-up sprints is I should do, I don't know, like an ask me anything or some kind of questionnaire on Instagram maybe to bring something more into these in-between moments, because Sunday it's easy. I just recap the week, talk about the planning for the next week. I have a lot more to discuss than I do for these pop-ups because there's not a whole lot of prep that goes into what I'm going to talk about. It just kind of happens. So maybe that's what I do next time around is I do like a quick questionnaire or something. Holy. All right. So let's go into the 3rd sprint. Clearly, I'm getting tired. And we will see how far I can get into things. Let's get music set back up. Restart that. And timer. All right. 25 minutes is on the clock. Hopefully, I can maybe get closer to 2,000 words. That would be great. All right. 3rd sprint of the night, maybe the last sprint of the night. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. I still have a bit more writing that I plan on doing, but I don't know that I want to do a full sprint. It may end up being a full sprint, but I don't know that I want to 100% commit to that. But I'm ending with 104,297 words. Woo. So for that sprint, let me see, because I'm bad at math, how many words I got in that sprint. 325. I was having a hard time writing part of the scene, and I almost ended up deleting the whole thing, but I think I'm going to make it work. So that means that for the entire stream, probably not for the whole night, I have written 1,609 words, which is pretty good. All right. So thanks for joining me for this pop-up live stream. I hope it was productive for all of you. I do plan to do more of these kinds of pop-up live streams over the summer because my schedule opens up a lot. It was kind of fun. It helped me to like focus in my time and structure my time tonight because I've been having a little bit of a hard time this week organizing my thoughts. I've been doing a lot of writing. I have, but it's been in strange times. It's not in my normal schedule. It's been in some like awkward times when I just happen to have some extra time randomly, not during my scheduled work time, which I don't want to get in a habit of doing. So this was helpful to have like a structured flow to it. So thank you guys. Be looking out for more of these in the future. The next live stream that's scheduled is Sunday, the 21st at 8:20. I will see you guys then. Shade of the Shadowlands comes out May 30th, and I should be wrapping up book 3 at least by the weekend, if not before then. So maybe Sunday's stream will be the last of writing book 3. I don't know. And yeah, check out the description box for all of my social media links and links to my books, my website. Make sure to subscribe to my newsletter because there's fun stuff coming up to release week. Like when the book's released, I'm releasing a fun newsletter. I will be putting out the name of book 3 the day after. So the 31st, I will be announcing the title of book 3 because that's already decided. So make sure you're following me in all of the places so you know when another pop-up live stream is, for instance, and you're just up to date with all of my writing and my writing journey. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.